This is the No BS Coaching Advice Podcast, episode 175. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I like to spend some time weekly talking with you about some things that fall into the category of life, the universe, and everything. And I was on a Zoom yesterday with some friends of mine. We meet as a group every Sunday in the morning, Eastern Time. And we kind of check in with one another to see how we're doing. And one of the guys started off talking about himself. And he said something to the effect of, I've been an oddball my entire life. And I chimed in and said, thank goodness. Because he was using it as criticism for himself. That he was weird in some way, as though that was a problem. And another one said, do I have the right to feel good when there's so much misery going on? Why not? I asked. Are you supposed to conform to other people's expectations? You feel good right now. Enjoy it. And then later on, as we were checking out, one of the men said something to the effect of, men like you exist. And I forget what the rest of the sentence was, but it continued on with me checking out, and I corrected him in my statement. I said, men like us exist. And for you, it may be women like you exist. Men like you exist. Men like us exist. Women like us exist in order to fill in the blank. The thing is about the term men like you or women like you, because that excludes you from the definition. And we have these habits where we demean ourselves by making it seem as though others have more than us, are better than us. It's not that it's a bad thing to appreciate others, but don't you see how others appreciate you? How valuable you are to others? You may think that the other ones have magical powers and are so unique and so different, but they are just like you. They've got their foibles. They've got their flaws. Include yourself in the positive way when you define these terms. Don't make the mistake of separating yourself out. There's a poem that's become popular in recent weeks by Catherine O'Meara, improperly attributed to a woman in 1919 writing about the Spanish flu. Not the same person. This woman has been writing about this incident, COVID-19, and wrote a beautiful poem that I'm going to read. And people stayed at home and read books and listened, and they rested and did exercises and made art and played and learned new ways of being and stopped and listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow, and people began to think differently and people healed. And in the absence of people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningless, and heartless, the earth also began to heal. And when the anger, let me redo that, and when the danger ended and people found themselves, they grieved for the dead and made new choices and dreamed of new visions and created new ways of living and completely healed the earth just as they were healed. Isn't that beautiful? So that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show. Just subscribe so you can get downloads whenever I release a new episode. Each show contains bite-sized morsels of advice just like today's. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you subscribe. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, visit nobscoachingadvice.com. You can schedule time for a free discovery call or go right into coaching. I'd love to help you. And if you're interested but not quite sure where to start, take the online assessment available at thebiggamehunter.us/success. It will give you a few ideas, and it can be a launch point for our work together. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and take care.